having some fun at Camden Yards today.
Goodness gracious.
3-0 in the third inning. That was Paxton today.
This way.
This is swinging a foul. There was much consternation, we can tell you, in New York about the Yankees losing 2 out of 3 to the Orioles last weekend before the Tigers got there. And then the Tigers took 2 out of 3. So you can only imagine how things are in New York right now.
Oh, things are not good.
Full-blown panic. Panic 6 games in. And there's the Orioles again. Boston's off to a 2-5 start. They got
Turn right onto Illinois Avenue.
Boston's won 2 games this year, both times with a 3-1 rally in the 9th inning. Did it again last night for their second win.
In 1 mile, take a slight right turn onto Illinois Avenue.
They've got their 4th game in Oakland today and then go to Arizona. The 2-2 way outside, 3-2 on Harrison. We both still, every time we think about it, 11-game road trip to start the year. 7 games is a lot. The Tigers just had a 7-game, and the 11-game is still mind-boggling. The 3-2, swing and a miss, fastball got him up and away. 2 strikeouts for Boxberger in a 1-2-3 8th inning. We head to the 9th. Tigers holding on to a 5-4 lead over the Royals on opening day. On the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Our family been practicing law for almost a century. That's a long time. 3 generations of lawyers. Our attorneys have over 600 years of experience fighting and winning your clients. That's a lot of experience. If you or a loved one's been injured, make sure you have the experience needed to win your case. Get the best advantage. 1-800-CLASS-ED.
Globalization, controlling costs, and the competition for talent are just some of the many pressures that business face every day. And the audit, tax, and consulting advisors
Take a slight right turn onto Illinois Avenue. Then turn left onto West Jeffries Freeway.
such as international expansion, ERP implementation, cybersecurity, due diligence, and more. With experience in dozens of industries like construction, energy, government, healthcare, and education, you can rely on Platinum
Turn
Rand
left
to put
onto
your
West
needs
Jeffries
first and help
Freeway.
your business
Then
make
keep
the mark.
left to
Get
merge
to
onto
know them at
I-96 West.
PlatinumRand.com.
Save on Wizards Mist and Shine Professional Detailer, now just $10.99. Valvoline Full Synthetic Oil is just $7.99 a quart. And the Kurt 2-inch hitch ball is only $8.99. Order online at myautovaluestore.com and we'll take $10 off orders of $50 or more when you use the coupon code SPRING10. Auto Value, where service is the difference. We get it.
General RV has helped families make RV memories since 1962. Visit one of our super centers and see thousands of over 5,000 pop-ups, travel trailers, big wheels, and motorhomes.
Hey, it's time to join the
15
finish at
Street.
7:50
Then use the
Friday
left
night
lane to keep left to merge onto I-96 West.
Baseball. 97.1, the ticket.
9th inning brought to you by Comerica Bank. Raise your expectations. What a bank can be when it's time. Go to Comerica. 9th opening day. 5-4. Tigers have the lead. And the man who's been on the mound for the end of every Tigers victory so far this year, Shane Green, takes over on the mound.
Bigger change brought to you by the Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Visit Wolverine Ford Truck Sales in Dearborn. Thank Ford for his ways of doing
every time he steps to the plate, it seems like this guy is a tough out for the Tigers.
No question about it.
2 outs in the ninth. Quinn does a pretty good job paying attention to the running game, but Hamilton will run on just about anybody. The strike one. Breaking ball in the dirt. He didn't look like he was interested in going. I'm surprised him.
Man, too. I mean, he's got to go.
I mean, an elite base stealer. A guy who just kills Tigers pitching at the plate. He gets to second, and for the Royals, we're feeling pretty good.
Right.
Kind of a short, cautious lead for Hamilton. Cabrera, Holder, and him. 1-1 the count on Merrifield. The pitch and swinging a ground ball right side. Harrison to his left field, stumbles, recovers, throws, got him at first. Tigers win.
Great play. Great play by the second baseman.
Shane Turnbull leads the way with 6 brilliant innings today. A late rally for the Tigers, and then Shane Green, for the 5th time this year, closes it out. Our final score for the home opener 2019, the Detroit Tigers 5 and the Kansas City Royals 4. Hi Tigers fans, I'm Dan Dickerson. One of the great things about baseball season is that it brings longer days and warmer temperatures for all of us to enjoy. And with warmer weather, we all have more chances to get outside and be active, especially with our kids and grandkids. Because when kids get at least 60 minutes of physical activity every day, it builds good habits that are so critical in their chances to grow up healthy. As you probably heard, my friends at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan are working hard to help all of our kids in Michigan grow up healthy. For the last 12 years, Blue Cross has provided more than $6.5 million to more than 750 schools across Michigan to support efforts to engage kids in choosing healthy food and getting exercise during the school day. And these efforts are clearly working. Kids reporting they feel healthier and better prepared to learn. Visit healthiermichigan.org/MIKidsCan to find ways you can work with your kids and grandkids every day with the healthy habits they'll keep for a lifetime.
Hey baseball fans, greetings from Varsity Lincoln of Novi. Do you like to be treated different? Then get to Varsity Lincoln of Novi. Over 500 new Lincolns, 90 certified pre-owned Lincolns to choose from. Check out the fabulous lease options with unheard of interest rates. Varsity Lincoln of Novi is the #1 Lincoln dealer in the nation for 22 years in total retail sales, according to Lincoln's 2018 retail sales report. Varsity Lincoln truly is #1 because they make you #1. Varsity Lincoln of Novi. Ask for Jerry Law.
I'm Attorney Beth Bernstein. Get the Bernstein advantage. It's always a free call and free consultation. We come to you and you get our no-fee guarantee. Never a fee until we win. Injured? 100 call sale.
Hey, it's Gator. Coming up on Friday's Carson Anderson Show at 10:20, we'll have a reaction to the Tigers home opener. Gonna get it home for Tigers baseball.
Crowd of over 42,000, at least those who survived to the end of the game on a chilly day in downtown Detroit, filing out that just seen their Tigers beat the Kansas City Royals in the home opener. This has been almost every game tight, low scoring to the late innings. The Tigers scored 2 in the 7th inning to break the tie. They go on to a 5-4 win. Shane Green, 5 for 5, closing out the Tigers' 5 wins this year. And Spencer Turnbull signed the home opener. Acts like anything but a rookie, striking out 10 in 6 innings of work. 5-4 Tigers winning. Good day at the ballpark. Jim and I are about to talk about it after these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
This has been a presentation of Radio.com Sports, presented by Mercedes-Benz. If you're a germaphobe, you don't like double dippers. Dude, really? Well, if you're a referee, you don't like double dribblers. Oh, me? And if you teach English, you never don't like double negatives, don't you? No, I don't. But if you like winning, you'll love Club Keno Doubler Days from the Michigan Lottery. Each day this month, random Club Keno tickets will contain a double message. If your winning ticket has the message, you double your Club Keno prize and extra prizes too. So head to your favorite Michigan Lottery Club Keno game on the bubble.
and the Tigers a win in Toronto on opening day in extra innings and a win in the home opener here in 2019. And this is a team right now, Jim, you get to the late innings of a close game and you're getting a good feeling. And for an early trend, if you want to spot an early trend, that's a very good sign. This team believes now getting to the late innings, they're going to do something to break the tie or come from behind and win.
No question about it. There's that feeling. You know, I had that a few years with the Tigers. You just have that feeling you cannot lose. And I think they have that now. And they know how to play the game. They do things. The walks helped them today, but the pitching really stood out.
Spencer Turnbull we said it's a young man because Ron Gardenhire said right away in spring training, we have to find a way to keep this guy in the staff.
He was the guy that said that.
Before there was even an opening. So that certainly made you sit up and pay attention, but he was so good during the spring, and it couldn't have been more impressive to watch him pitch like he did today. Fifth major league start, and he acts like a veteran. He didn't let the surroundings really affect him at all. A little bit of wildness and a little bit of a long first inning, and then 5 really good innings.
You know, 42,000 people here. It didn't seem like it bothered him at all. I'll tell you, it's fantastic. There's a special thing, and he'll always remember this, because a lot of people were surprised he made the team. We weren't, because we saw his arsenal, great arsenal, and he came out, didn't try to overthrow. You know, for the most part, made his pitches. Worked with Griner very, very good. You see him shake him off very, very often, but he stayed in control the whole game. That's the main thing.
10 strikeouts in 6 innings. The first time we were told since 2014 the Tigers starting pitcher has had double-digit strikeouts in back-to-back games. Pretty darn good. Last 2 days, Boyd and Turnbull and the starters have been excellent so far through 8 games. A lot of fun here at the ballpark today. 5-4, Tigers win it. Stay with us. More post-game after this on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
You know, there's something to be said for having deep roots. The strongest trees have deep roots. The strongest families have deep roots. The strongest traditions, like Tigers baseball, have deep roots. So it's not surprising that the health care coverage people get from Blue Cross, Blue Shield of Michigan, and Blue Care Network is so strong. After all, their roots run deep, going back nearly 80 years here in Michigan. Over all those years, Blue Cross has worked with thousands of doctors and every Michigan hospital to improve health care in every Michigan community. Today, Blue Cross has the largest program in the nation to improve primary care right here in Michigan. They offer coverage in every zip code in Michigan. They've returned hundreds of millions of dollars to our communities to protect vulnerable people, kids, even people without health insurance, helping them lead more secure, healthy lives. Blue Cross is able to do this work because here in Michigan, their roots run deep. To learn more, visit mibluesperspectives.com. That's mibluesperspectives.com. Michigan's 529 college savings programs give you the power to save for your child's higher education with 3 amazing options. The Michigan Education Trust, a prepaid tuition plan. The Michigan Education Savings Program, an investment-based savings program. And the MI529 Advisor Plan through financial advisors. Whatever your needs, all 3 programs offer tax advantages. Learn more at SaveWithMI529.com. That's SaveWithMI529.com.
Why would anyone want to deal with the staining and splinters of a wood deck? If you want a beautiful, ultra-low maintenance deck, Northville Lumber has the solution. Northville Lumber, Michigan's Trex decking leader, is the place to learn about, plan, and buy Trex decking. Northville Lumber has the newest Trex products at prices lower than ever before. For the first time ever, Trex could be cheaper than cedar. Call or stop by Northville Lumber today and see the new Trex decking that beats wood, hands down.
Coming up on Friday's Carson Anderson Show at 10:20, we'll have a reaction to the Tigers home opener. Right here, your home for Tigers baseball.
RBI leaderboard brought to you by your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Put in D and see why Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com. RBIs today, coupled for Nico Goodrum. Nico Goodrum had a terrific day. 3 RBIs for Nico and a bounce out, a double, and a terrific at-bat in the 5th inning that tied the game. A bases-loaded walk in the 7th inning. His 3rd RBI gave the Tigers a 4-3 lead. Nico Goodrum with 3 RBIs to lead the Tigers today. He's been the Tigers' most consistent hitter through 8 games. Our Jeff Rieger caught up with him on the field after the game.
They stand on the field with Nico Goodrum, and Nico, you guys win your 3rd one-run game of the season. You're now 5-3. Talk about winning here on opening day.
Oh yeah, excited, man. You know, fans come out of sport. It's cold out here, so we want to give them a good show. And, you know, with the record, you know, it's baseball, and we're good. Glad to be on top.
2 doubles
goals for yourself, 3 RBI. You had a walk as well, which scored a run in the 7th inning. Talk about your approach at the plate.
You're not trying to do too much. Trying to, hit the ball hard back over the middle to left center, and then, they give me all speed. I can turn on something, but I'm just trying to keep it simple.
How impressed have you been with Tigers starting pitching so far? I mean, you look at Spencer Turnbow today, he has 10 strikeouts. Matt Boyd yesterday had, 13 strikeouts. Shane Green's been
Starting to home.
We weren't putting up runs early on, but they kept us in it, and we fight to the end.
So you played center field today. Give me your thoughts about this crowd. What'd you hear out there? It's another outstanding, sold-out opening day crowd. It's a holiday in Detroit.
Yeah, they always on your side. Good and bad. The fans always bring their energy and support us, man. So we appreciate them.
Nothing like opening day, though, right?
Opening day gives you goosebumps, you get the extra energy. So we're always ready.
Especially when you win it. Nico, congrats, man. Thank you so much.
I appreciate that.
Nico Goodrum, the center fielder today. Dan, Tigers win this one 5-4, their third one-run victory of the season. They're now 5-3. Dan Dickerson, we'll send it on back to you.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Some good defensive plays in this game. Defensive plays brought to every game by DTE. Jamer Candelario made another fine play at third base today. It's, I think, one of the good early trends defensively. This is a team that was improved defensively last year, but the hopes for even more improvement this year, and part of that lies with Jamer Candelario. He's been working very hard on that first step quickness. We saw him again today, diving to his left to take a hit away from an opposing hitter. That's at least 4 or 5 times he's done that this year. And Jamer Candelario looks like a real force at third base defensively this year. Strikeouts for charity. Tigers with 13 strikeouts today after 18 yesterday. 31 the last 2 days. And with every strikeout this year, Art Van Furniture is making a donation to Power Kids of Pontiac. Tigers win it by the final of 5-4. Stay with us. A game recap next on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
It's time to play Tiger Baseball. Spring is here, and so are the new spring arrivals at Art Van Furniture and Mattress. Find stylish sofas, comfy recliners and power recliners, sectionals, trendy bedrooms, home accessories, and more. Today at Art Van Furniture and Mattress, find your fab for less with savings up to 65% off, plus special discounts and free financing offers. Come check out the latest collection from the Detroit Sofa Company, Joanna Gaines Home, and Cindy Crawford Home. See what the buzz is all about with our Roman Leather collection and the new Nigel Barker NB2 collection. Save on top name brand mattresses like Tempur-Pedic, iComfort, Detroit Mattress Company, and more with amazing deals and free delivery. This weekend, find your fab color, find your style with savings up to 65% off, plus special discounts and free financing offers. Today at Art Van Furniture and Mattress, find your fab for less.
We're putting in work, making the moves, ready to play. It's a whole new ballgame at your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers with the Chevy Equinox. Equinox is the perfect SUV. Its eye-catching style is versatile and spacious. Its safety features surround you with security. Plus, with available 4G LTE Wi-Fi, Chevy Equinox keeps you connected no matter where you roam. Put it in D and see why Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Everybody ready?
With all the flavors you know and love, Faygo is the one true.
Hey, it's Tony with Jamie and Stoney Show, 7:50 Friday morning. Your chance to win some Tiger tickets on your home of Detroit Tiger Baseball. 97.1, the ticket. Ryan Woolley back in the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios with a game recap brought to you by our Metro Detroit Buick GMC dealers. Visit your local Metro Detroit Buick GMC dealer today. Tigers holding their home opener this afternoon, playing host to the Royals in downtown Detroit, picking up a 5-4 victory to now win their third straight game and move to 5-3 in the season. Spencer Turnbull made his second start of the year against Jacob Junis. It was Kansas City who struck first in the first. Alex Gordon drawing a walk and getting brought home thanks to a double by Jorge Soler and an error by Nicholas Castellanos to make it 1-0 KC. Detroit, however, would come right back in the bottom of the inning. Both Josh Harrison and Castellanos drawing walks with the fifth, KC would reclaim the lead thanks to a sac fly from Alex Gordon to make it 3-2 Kansas City. That lead, though, would be short-lived. Detroit would once again tie with 2 men on, and Nico Goodrum at the plate.
Looking for a big 2-out hit here in the fifth. 1-1-2. Swing long, soft on the line drive. It's going to drive for a base hit down the right field line. Harrison in to score. Cabrera will head over to third and be held there. A little bloop off the bat of Nico Goodrum ties the game at 3.
In the seventh, Detroit would then load the bases, and again, Nico Goodrum would be at the plate. It would take 4 straight pitches to bring in Josh Harrison to make it 4-3 Tigers. Kristen Stewart then would add on an insurance run, which ultimately proved to be the game winner.
Strike one. Swinging a fly ball. Left center field. This will get a run home. Gordon over to make the catch. Tagging Castellanos. He will score as the throw goes to third. Sacrifice fly for Stewart. Great job. 5-3 Tigers in the seventh.
That insurance run proved huge because Alex Gordon would blast a solo shot in the eighth to pull within 1, but that would be as close as KC would get. Detroit goes on to win 5-4. Spencer Turnbull, meanwhile, finished today 6 innings, allowing 3 runs and 6 hits. Also racked up 10 strikeouts. That's the most by a Tigers rookie since Michael Fulmer did so back in 2016. Both teams now will take tomorrow off before going back at it in the middle game of this 3-game set on Saturday. Matt Boyd on the mound against Jorge Lopez. Again, your final from Comerica Park on Tigers opening day. It was Detroit winning their 3rd straight, picking up a 5-4 victory. We come back, Dan Dickerson, which caught up with scores from around the league. This is your home for Detroit Tigers baseball.
If you're on the road now, there's a pretty good chance you'll see the all-new Chevy Silverado. And if you're wondering what's new about it, the answer is everything. It's got a brand new Durabed made with high-strength steel. It's the most functional bed in its class with more cargo volume than any other competitor. Plus a beefier corner step bumper and an available industry-first power up-down tailgate. Go to Chevy.com and see the all-new Silverado, the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. Chevrolet, find new roads.
George Clapper, president of Family Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, talks about whole house generators.
The whole house generator runs off natural gas, just like your furnace does, and it just starts up instantaneously when there's a power failure. A very big thing that we've done with whole house generators is we've made them affordable.
Discover affordable whole house generators at Family Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. West and downriver, call 734-422-8080. East and North Woodward, call 248-548-9565 or visit familyheating.com.
Caesar's large, hot and ready bacon wrapped deep dish pepperoni and bacon pizza wrapped in for 3.5 feet of bacon for just $12. At participating locations plus tax.
Pizza. We
Save on Quizzers Mist and Shine Professional Detailer, now just $10.99. Valvoline full synthetic oil is just $7.99 a quart. And the Kurt 2-inch pitch ball is only $8.99. Order online at myautovaluestore.com and we'll take $10 off orders of $50 or more when you use the coupon code SPRING10. Auto Value, your service is the difference. We get it.
For the best in gaming and entertainment, visit Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. For more information, go to SoaringEagleCasino.com. Bring on the bliss.
Friday's Carson Anderson show at 10:20. We'll have a reaction to the Tigers home opener. Right here, your home.
And the text scores in the General Lottery scoreboard from the 1-800-PAUL-SAM Studios. Limited schedule today. Mets home for their home opener. What a matchup. Syndergaard against Strasburg. The matchup in New York today at Citi Field. And Syndergaard was brilliant through 5. He was actually trailing 1-0 after 5, even though he had not given up a hit. He ends up giving up just 1 hit. A Robles home run leaves after 6, trailing 2-0. The Nationals have tacked on 2 in the 9th inning. They got a 4-0 lead over the Mets. Strasburg brilliant for the Nats, 6 2/3, no runs, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. 4-0 Nationals, top of the 9th inning at Citi Field. St. Louis and San Diego, they were wiped out by rain today, as were the White Sox and Seattle Mariners, postponed by rain. So only two other games in the National League. Pittsburgh is home against Cincinnati. That's Lyles against Mahle in Pittsburgh. And the Cubs off to a 1-4 start. Many good teams with losing records early. The Cubs are at Atlanta at 7:20 start. Darvish against Fried is the matchup there. The Yankees have already lost 2 out of 3 to Baltimore. And they are losing in the first game in Baltimore of a weekend series. Home opener for the Orioles. 3 runs in the first for Baltimore out Paxton. They've got a 3-1 lead. That game is now in the 4th inning. Torres with a home run for the Yankees. Villar with a home run for Baltimore, his second. A couple of bases loaded walks for Boston in the first inning in Oakland. Brett Anderson on the mound for the Oakland A's. 2-0 Boston, trying to split that 4-game series, batting in the top of the 3rd inning at the Coliseum. Cleveland is home against Toronto. They start their series tonight. Bauer against Sanchez is the matchup across the lake at Progressive Field. The Indians are off to a 2-3 start. And Texas and the Angels, that's the Angels home opener at 10 o'clock start. Harvey against Volquez is the matchup in Anaheim. Here at Comerica Park, the Tigers make it 2 for 2 in openers this year. They won the season opener in Toronto, and they won the home opener today, both by a run. 5-4 the final today. The Tigers will try to make it 2 straight over the Royals, not tomorrow, but on Saturday afternoon. We'll have a preview of the weekend after these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Hi, Amy. Welcome to the Xfinity store.
Yeah, I'll get straight to it. I'm looking for the fastest internet.
Well, with Xfinity, you can get the fastest, most reliable internet, and you can pause your in-home Wi-Fi for family time.
Wow, internet that's crazy fast and reliable? It's like a cheetah that you trust enough to house sit your pets.
I don't know if you should trust a cheetah with your pets.
Well, you're the one who said he's crazy fast and reliable.
No, I said Xfinity X5 is.
Just like a cheetah.
We're still talking about internet, right?
It doesn't matter. I'll take it.
Get speed, coverage, and control with Xfinity X5. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $30 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add X5 Advantage to get enhanced network security, safer browsing, and more. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today to learn more. Requires super bill and autopay. Ends 6/30/19. Restrictions apply. New performance started 25 megabits per second. Internet customers only. Actual speeds vary. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply.
Wow, did you see that play?
No. I was looking at the field. It looks fantastic. How can I make my lawn look like that?
That's easy. Get some Michigan-grown sod.
Michigan-grown sod?
That's right. Sod gives you an instant lawn without the wait or hassle of seed. It's locally grown and harvested by farmers in our communities.
If you want a lawn that's worthy of the pros, you need Michigan Sod. Visit michigansod.org to find your local sod farm. That's michigansod.org. You trained, you practiced, you sacrificed for the team, you gave maximum effort, and left it all on the field. Now life has a different use for your skills, a greater call to play in the field where victory is measured not in the win count, but in the lives of the friends, family, and country you'll serve. With world-class training, we'll coach you to be excellent in all you do. Don't defer your dreams. Live close to home, serve around the world, and play for America's home team, the Air National Guard.
Hey, it's Tony the Jamie and Stoney Show, 7:50 Friday morning. Your chance to win some Tiger tickets on your home of Detroit Tiger baseball. 97.1, The Ticket.
Our next game preview is brought to you by Varsity Lincoln. Being number one lets us make you number one. Varsity Lincoln, find out why. Tigers and Kansas City Royals, off day tomorrow. Resume this series on Saturday. Remember, this has been a very tough matchup for the Tigers in the last 4 years. They've lost the season series 4 straight years to Kansas City. So even though this still looks like a Kansas City team that is short, you can look for tough matchups, you would think, all year long against this Royals team. Matt Moore against Jorge Lopez on Saturday. We're really looking forward to the start from Matt Moore because his first start of the year could not have been much better in Toronto. It looked like the Matt Moore of old with the mid-90s fastball, command of 3 pitches, and it was a lot of fun to watch in Toronto. This is a very good arm with inconsistent results in recent years, and his first start was a 7-inning shutout performance. Matt Moore against Jorge Lopez, a 110 start. We're on the air at 12:45 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. That's going to wrap things up from here at the ballpark. Our thanks to our engineers today, Chuck Keller back in our studios in Southfield, Mr. Tim Chetsky with us here at the ballpark. For my partner Jim Price, I'm Dan Dickerson. Again, the final score, the Tigers win their home opener beat Kansas City 5-4. Thanks for listening. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
Detroit Tigers baseball. Brought to you by Northville Lumber, Comerica Bank, the St. Bernstein Law Firm, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Blue Care Network, Fago Beverages, General RV Centers, Corn Marketing Program of Michigan, Wallside Windows, Auto Value Parts Stores, Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort, Detroit Axle, Art Van Furniture, and Plant Moran. Brought to you locally by the Southeast Michigan Ford Dealers, Little Caesars Pizza, Ram Trucks, Metro Detroit Buick Dealers, DTE, Jack Demmer Lincoln, Jack Demmer Ford, Airlines Parking, Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers, Gordon Chevrolet, the D Las Vegas, Metro Detroit Toyota Dealers, Varsity Lincoln, and Buff Whalen Chevrolet. Is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Now available for download. Always Aggravated. A Mike Valenti signature podcast. Get it on radio.com and Apple iTunes.
Well, baseball's back over at Comerica Park, and while Detroit isn't expected to do too much this year, you just never know. But what you do know is that you love going to the ballpark and spending time around downtown Detroit. That's where Greektown Casino comes in to help you out. Got an awesome offer going on at their hotel. It's called the Ball Game Hotel Special. And on game night, you get a room over there for as low as $149 a night. Great rate for a downtown room. Booking your room is super easy as well. Go to GreektownCasino.com, select the Deals and Packages page. A couple of clicks away and your room is reserved. You're good to go. Greektown even throws in some peanuts and Cracker Jacks when you book one of their ball game packages as well. That's the Ball Game Hotel Special over at Greektown. So get downtown, check out a game, book a room, and then hit the tables at Greektown Casino and have yourself a great night in downtown Detroit. And of course, remember, when you're there, you must be at least 21 years old to gamble.
97.1 The Ticket.
Taking a look around the downtown area right now, very heavy slow traffic you're dealing with. You're going to find 75 Lodge Freeway heading out of the downtown area. Very heavy traffic volumes at this time. Also 75 northbound approaching the Gratiot Avenue exit. Meantime, 94 eastbound just after Connor, there's a crash blocking the right shoulder and police on the scene of a crash out of Westland. Ford Road eastbound at Newburgh, it's affecting the right side. I'm Michelle Penny on the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
Jamie and Stoney.
Coming up Friday at 7:50, your chance to win some Tiger tickets. And at 9:02, we'll break down the Final Four.
Jamie and Stoney. Mornings, 6 to 10.
If you've ever hired someone to maintain your lawn, you know it can be a crapshoot. So many of these small companies are unreliable, and frankly, they don't do a very good job. You should hire Miller Landscape. They'll maintain and proactively manage all your landscape needs, from mowing and pruning to flowers, fertilization, even your sprinklers. Hire them to do as much or as little as you want, and most importantly, they're reliable and do a great job. Call 836-MILLER. That's 836-MILLER. Or go to getmillernow.com.
What does it mean to say we are professional grade? I think it means it's a step above the ordinary. And if that's what you're looking for, then go with the best. Go with Superior.
Expect a step above the ordinary when you go with the best. Superior pricing, superior service, and superior selection. That's Superior Buick GMC. Superior has so many of these GMC Terrains, we made it a Gator deal at only $199 a month. That's right, place your brand new 2019 GMC Terrain with all-wheel drive in April. Only $199 a month with $995 down. Only $199 a month for a brand new 2019 GMC Terrain with all-wheel drive. Now that's professional grade pricing. Remember, ask for your Gator deal by name and drive away today in your brand new 2019 GMC Terrain for only $199 a month.
For details, visit Superior Buick GMC on Michigan Avenue, just east of Greenfield, or shop online, pay deliver at superioronline.com.
This hour of the Mike Valenti Show is brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Call 1-800-NO-RATE. Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Tigers won their third straight game and took their home opener with the Royals.
picking up a 5-4 victory this afternoon. Spencer Turnbull got the start. He went 6 innings, allowed 3 runs and 6 hits. Also racked up 10 strikeouts, which is the most by a Tigers rookie since Michael Fulmer did so back in 2016. He now will take the day off tomorrow before they play in the middle game of this 3-game set on Saturday. Matt Moore taking the mound against Jorge Lopez. Red Wings on the ice tonight. They're playing their final road game of the season with a stop in Pittsburgh against the Penguins. We'll have it for you right here on the ticket starting at 6:40. After the Alliance of American Football League suspended its football operations before the season could finish, FanDuel announcing they will pay out all future bets on teams costing the company just under $10,000. The AAF itself has announced that all players are now eligible to sign with NFL teams moving forward. I'm Ryan Woolley. More at 5 or at 97ontheticket.com.
The Detroit Pistons play the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pre-game tomorrow night at 7:35 on 97.1 The Ticket.
I'm going to have a hot dog today. I'm going to put some yellow mustard on it. And you know why I'm going to do that? Because I'm at the baseball park. Caputo at the ballpark. I eat a hot dog down at the ballpark. Caputo at the ballpark. Man, that just tasted so good. Caputo at the ballpark. Whip out my hot dog. My favorite thing to do. At the ballpark. It's just delicious. Yeah, Caputo at the ballpark. Ballpark. Thank you. Whip out my hot dog. My favorite thing to do.
Yes, thank you, Pat. A baseball classic. Opening day upon us. Tigers win. Look, they're playing some decent ball to start the year. And I got to tell you something. There was one guy on this show who had over 68.5, and he's talking to you right now. Everybody else picked under 68.5. I feel good about this. I only need 65 more wins to win. The closer, Mikey, the closer they get to the point where they can go 62 and 100, they're playing good ball. And I know the Royals stink and the Yankees are totally gutted by injury. Who cares? They've won some games. Like, is it wrong? I at least want a somewhat entertaining product early. 13 Ks by Boyd, 10 by Turnbull. I don't know.
Of course, I mean, the pitching's been great so far. There's no doubt. I think that they will, and I said that too. I think they will go over that 68.
You said under.
No, I did. No, I did not.
Oh,
no, I did not.
David,
How dare you?
David, you are the moral compass of this show. You are lying.
No, I'm not. I picked over. I said 73. I think I have it on Twitter too.
Berto, check the tape.
I'll pull it up.
Check the tape. This man took the under. This is a disgrace.
No, I was the one. I don't think you picked one. I thought you were the one that
I had
didn't pick
over.
one.
I said it is hard to ask a baseball team to win, 63, 64 games. You got to be really, really.
So I tweeted this 2:18 p.m. on March 28th. I said Tigers over under 68.5 wins this season. Give me the over. I think they'll be right around 73.
We have proof. Welcome aboard. I think you edited that at some point, but yes, we have proof. It's excellent. But no, look. Opening day, you feel like the home team should win. That's just one. Give the people what they want. It's one of the only times this year the ballpark could be full. I wish the weather cooperated for people a little bit more. Yeah, it's a tough day. 45 degrees, cloudy. You want to give like yesterday. Yesterday's sun was out, a little bit warmer. But overall, look, it's nice. They win. They're not off to some horrendous start, and away you go. I don't think anyone's got any delusions of grandeur. I don't think anyone's going to sit here thinking, okay, Matt Boyd's going to go out and strike out 300 guys this year. But you know what? For opening day, good for the people.
Looks like everyone had jackets on, scarves, gloves. Even Craig Monroe, who was sporting a orange suit today, had to put on a Tigers jacket because it was cold. What do you think about that suit? Second dick.
No, look, baseball early in the season, you're dressing for a football game. That's what you're doing. I mean, they played the other night in Cincinnati. It was 33 degrees first pitch. You gotta... Yeah, people had to layer up. I've never believed that liquor keeps you warm. I don't believe that. No amount of what you drink is going to keep you warm. For like 10 minutes it might. Or maybe you get like the whiskey sweats. But within 20 or 30 minutes, you are going to be freezing.
No, I'm pretty good. I can warm up pretty good.
Oh, yeah, but that's using other supplements. That's not fair.
Oh, come on.
Wait a second. All right, so one more note on opening day, because I'm discovering something I didn't know was happening. I thought Sully was punking me
when there was an article in the Free Press about this with baseball season being back, but here we are. Public sex at baseball parks is a thing. Don't do it at Comerica. Duh. But in the Free Press, they wrote baseball is America's national pastime, considered by some to be a romantic sport. So what better reason could there be to be at Comerica on opening day than for love? But in recent years, the Free Press writes, couples have taken it a little too far. The Tigers were asked for a comment and had little to say about the epidemic, but it is banned, and if caught, you will be out. So they cited examples. And frankly, I don't know what constitutes an epidemic, but I can't imagine anybody was really looking to lose clothes, much less, I think you'd prefer to add them today. But last week in Cincy, they had cited how cold it was. A couple in their early 30s was arrested by police having sex on opening day near the Reds' Great American Ballpark on the SkyStar wheel, 150-foot-tall Ferris wheel. Last year, Maxim magazine published an online feature that said there was a, quote, epidemic of public sex sweeping through baseball stadiums across the country. The publication showed evidence of Met fans, quote, getting it on during opening day. 2 years ago, before opening day, WDIV, local television station, broadcast a censored video of a couple the station said was caught having sex on the sidewalk 2 blocks from Comerica. That's pretty ratty. Still, if you're going to Comerica, the Free Press writes, unless you want to risk being thrown out and getting arrested, it probably is best to leave the home runs to the Tigers on the field. Sully, I thought you were punky. I thought it was an onion out of the article. But
no April Fools, no.
Opening day, I put a 0.0% shot of that activity.
See, I don't think anything's certain. If I had to bet, and I'm not a betting man, actually I am, but if I had to bet that downtown today, with how many people were downtown, that there were, just all I need, there's one couple to have had sex on the street or, in a car or whatever, I would bet that happened. And people do nothing but just drinking, and people have been drinking since 9 a.m. There's no, I'd say something like that had to happen. The stuff inside the stadium with the Ferris wheel and
I've never seen it.
Crazy.
I've never seen it. I don't know how you would even begin to pull that off.